Hello and welcome to another turn of Dominion 6. We are playing, or we're not playing, we are commenting, spectating the game 8 in round 2 of Lucid's tournament. We're on turn 4, and joining me is our Phaeacia, rounding up the we part of we.
Hello, I'm here.
Yes. Alrighty. No messages. Come on, people. Three unexpected events in Omniscience. And they're all bad.
We're all bad.
I took luck too. So, for anyone who doesn't know, it is in fact possible for Omniscience to die by dom killing themselves through events. It has happened.
Yeah, I think I went in and set our guys to preach, or you'd already done it or something.
Yes, I think we are preaching to try and avoid that particular fate. And I took dom 10 and I took luck 2, I think. So we're trying
the optimal omniscience build.
You got to take it. Like literally, another game which had omniscience, not in the tournament, but a different game, had to roll back because they killed their omniscience. And there was a lot of salt, but that's okay. We are salt incorporated.
Well justified salt, I think. That case.
All right, let's start with Satis. He's got that dragon on his regen bless. This is just a classic Satis army. Somehow he's found a way to get the villains involved already.
You're going to say your catchphrase?
It is an army of garbage. Is that my catchphrase?
Yeah, the Satis piles of garbage, whatever it is. Always Satis, always garbage.
I don't know that it's always Satis, but they definitely seem prone to it.
Yeah. This, I think, is going to be an effective group of garbage, though.
I think it is. I'm questioning how much the villains actually are doing here.
I was thinking that, but I actually think because they're like so dirt cheap, it
doesn't matter.
You know, if it makes those light infantry or militia like run faster, it's probably worth it.
That's fair. Yeah, these elite warriors mess people up. A lot of damage. 2 attacks.
Yeah, and the repel combined with the fact they do actually have a bit of armor on them.
Yep. They can go a long way. They'll just,
and the half upkeep
instantly die. Yep, there's
it's a nice little package.
Yeah. All right, now they're just onto the archers. I kind of wonder if these guys should have been on fire archers.
Even up to heavy cav, they can break through that with their 20 damage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think if these guys were on fire archers, they might have been more effective.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, who knows? They might have been, and just the targeting decided that they weren't actually interested in doing that. It's always tricky to criticize that kind of scripting.
Actually, the villains, I think they're undisciplined.
Oh, you're right. They are undisciplined, so never mind. Yeah. You cannot choose what they do. Here comes the dragon. Against some heavy cav. I think he's going to be fine, as we saw last time, unless he gets obliterated in round 1, which he did not, so he's going to be fine. And there he goes. Now, he didn't... Actually, I want to double check something real quick here. So he did personal regen. And just went in on attack. I actually think that you might get a little bit of equity from doing personal regen gift of the hair. I think it just makes you that much more likely to get extra attacks off on the fleeing enemy to get those experience stars.
Could you remind me what that does? Because
it increases your combat speed.
Oh, it's the swiftness thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think it's super minor. Especially because the dragon flies, so I'm not even sure if it really helps that much. But it's something that I like to do on this on expanders who have nature, just to help get them those extra stars quickly, because you get a lot of stats from the stars.
Yeah, I think that would be. I mean, you know, it's not like it's taken up another slot from something else, right? So
right, yeah, only when you don't have anything else to do. So okay, nice little double expand from Satis. Machaka's got 2 expands as well. Let's see how they do, especially given that last turn we saw them lose some spiders. Looks like they've combined parties, so they picked up new spider knights. And they're headed right into the jaws of the barbarians.
Yeah, they are no way around.
Nope. Now
Fire shield will be good though, but
yep. And I mean they're pretty tanky, and they have the regen. It is nice that the Barbs went ahead and decided to head for the back line.
Yeah, the Barbs doing a big favour to him there.
Yeah, and easily takes that. That's lossless to me. Yep. Not too many Barbs, but...
No.
And this probably is the Colossus, who similarly could cast that spell if he has access to Enchantment 1.
It doesn't mean that you cast quicker though, does it?
No, it's just running. But you don't get experience right from casting spells. You get experience just from whacking things.
Exactly. So he doesn't need it.
That was quite a sulfur haze. Hold on, we're gonna need to go back and look at that one again. That sulfur haze didn't even look close. Was there something there that he was targeting? Nailed it.
What's his precision? I don't even know where they...
7.
7. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's not great. He's not a precise kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, that one there's not bad.
Yeah,
he's fully capable of hitting things at point blank range. So
yes, danger close.
Yeah.
He was putting it out here to get these guys to run through it. It was 5D chess move. He was planning ahead.
Yeah, take notes, everyone.
Oh yeah, look at that fire blast. I think that. There's the shockwave. Shockwave is just such an enjoyable spell when you get to use it.
Yeah. Can be hard to use sometimes, but
it can be hard to use when it works.
He's your guy if you like.
Yeah, it's very choice. End with his auto blast.
Trying to grab a Highland, which is very nice for End getting those Cynocephalians.
Maybe, right? Is the Highland a guarantee?
Yeah, the Highland. It's the planes that can be the feminine stuff or the.
I thought Highland was also dicey. I thought the cave was the guarantee for the Cynocephalians.
It may have. It may have changed.
I could be wrong.
I didn't think it had, but.
I don't think it changed. I could just be wrong. But I thought Highlands were the ones that you were happy to get them, but it was a risk.
No, I'm pretty sure that's plains and farmlands.
Well, plains those never get Cynocephalians.
No, but they're the ones that can be different things, I think.
Okay. I'm 100% certain that there is somebody else that shares at least one territory with the Cynocephalians. Because I know you can try and go for Cynocephalians and then not get them.
Okay. Well, maybe.
But we'll find out. I'm sure if it happens, we'll get an annoyed message from End. Because if I recall,
I'm sure we'll get one in the comments, to be honest.
22! Somebody just shot somebody in the head.
He hasn't got precision 7. He's got
headshot. Got Legolas out here. Crossbows, are we gonna get one more point blank volley? Yes. It did look pretty damaging, but I don't know that any of them actually died. That Enchanted Blood potentially doing a lot to keep these guys alive. Ends up losing 3.
Yeah, against 23 heavy infantry and like some crossbows, I think that's...
Yeah, the crossbows are
pretty decent.
Yeah. Crossbows, of course, with 4 kills against 3 enemies. Nothing like a little bit of danger close. Oh, we have 3 expansions, or probably one of these is a ping, but 3 battles from Shinyama. We got Da Bakemono, O Bakemono, and Bakemono Show.
So is this the remnants of that group from last time?
It looks like the remnants to me.
Yeah.
And they went for one of these easier provinces like we talked today about how they might do. Get these guys in with the higher protection in first to try and absorb some of the impact. I thought the Bakemono were running already.
Don't tempt them.
It is a bit of a shame, right? The O Bakemono are blocking the Bakemono from filling in that extra. One of them actually did get here, but from getting that extra attack in the square.
Yeah.
But looks like he's okay anyway. Although they are chasing.
They're fine. They've killed the commanders, I think.
Independent armies are right. Okay. Yeah. I've watched too many people chase their victory away.
Yeah, probably one of the more realistic things like that used to happen a lot
true.
on actual battlefields, but
it does
completely so triggering when it happens in this game.
It's super annoying, but it is a real thing that happened to a lot of commanders. Lost just the one O Bakemono and some Bakemono show, so that's pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it went pretty nicely. I think the Dai Bakemono getting in early, they can maybe repel some of the infantry as well.
We have them against more sort of miscellaneous human garbage.
This looks very similar, but he has less stuff.
Yeah. I'm worried for some of these squares over here. Although these are light infantry, so maybe they're not going to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, that Bakemono is definitely dead. There we go.
Well, the Bakemono, yeah.
Yeah,
He did bite the dust.
I think some of them are going to go down.
Got somebody bleeding out over here. Yes, it looks like we got a rout from most of the Indies. The light infantry holding their ground, and there they go. Ooh, just in time too. Looks like the O Bakemono are routed.
I think they're going to run off. Well, maybe not. They're a little slower than I thought.
A little slow. 1, 2, they all made it. So they are going to go ahead and bail. He ended up losing 4 with 3 dipping out. So I think odds are he probably lost 1 or 2, depending on what this province, how many friendly provinces are nearby. But still pretty clean. They're only 25 gold. He lost the 8 gold Bakemono show, and they're probably less if he got them in a mountain. And another Shinu expansion is a ping. Wants to figure out exactly how many lizards are here. That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, and that looks like a fairly easy amount to take.
Yeah.
That's
it looks like you could definitely mass up archers and deal with that. Okay, nice. So double expand from Shinu, which is the first double expand we've seen this turn from someone who doesn't have an awake. Although it looks like Pythium might also be going for a double expand.
Well, yeah. Pythium didn't before, did they not? I thought they did.
This turn. Pythium did last turn.
I thought they did the sparse line and then they had another group.
Yeah,
I think they double expanded last time.
That was a previous turn. I said this turn.
Alright.
But yes, he's doing it. He's doing a sparse line. I'm really curious. I hope we get a message on this sparse line. I don't feel like I see sparse line very often, and I'm not really sure what the point is. And I'm curious to know what it is he's after.
Yeah, because he has these legionaries in the middle, but then so they go in front, but then they shoot their javelins, and so they're behind again.
Right, and they kind of just block some of the Retarii.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So the Retarii expansion, on the one hand, obviously, like, it works super well. The Retarii are excellent at killing stuff. But obviously they essentially attrition themselves away. And I sometimes worry with Pythiums that they get this really nice expansion on the back of Retarii, but then they've attritioned away so much gold that they have a hard time, or harder time, sort of taking that first war. Just because they took essentially a lot of attrition to do so.
Yeah, I think it's great for like these first, 3 turns of expansion. When you get your cap circle with them, I think you get that faster.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. I think after that, I would say it's probably not.
Yeah, I haven't
Unless
seen
it's
them.
unless it's a super hard province and you need them.
If it's a super high province, it makes sense. What I remember seeing in 5, and I haven't seen them in 6, so I don't know if anything's changed to make this not efficient anymore. But you would essentially have like a normal party, and then you just have Retarii and hold way behind them. And so the Retarii do a little bit to HP anchor the army, and if they make it in, they sort of turn the tide of the battle. But if you were going to win the battle, they don't make it into combat, and so you get to keep them for when you do need them.
Yeah, and I also think that's especially good where if you're going to like an easy province first, but there's a harder one after, it can be a good way to hold them in reserve.
Yes, agreed. This guy he's all about these formations.
Yep. Well, it's good to see that he's thinking about that a lot, though.
Yeah. Up against Lion Tribe. So sparse line makes sense against arrows, although the closest troops are not on sparse line. People who are like most likely to get shot at.
Yeah, I've just got to assume he's like worried about things getting in behind towards his commanders, but
I suppose.
I think it's just going to mean that his stuff doesn't really like arrive at the same time here.
Yeah, the javelins do mean they all kind of stop at the same point. Although look at this Chad who just got like 15 people to throw a javelin at him, and he's just like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm cool.
You know what?
Now I'm leaving.
Him his.
He's like, yeah, guys, I got like 20 of them to throw a javelin at me. I've done my part. I'm out.
Yeah, isn't there was a thing the Romans did where they'd have like, if things weren't going very well, one guy would just like run forward and basically get himself impaled to like shame the rest of them. He's basically like chosen to do that while the fight looked winnable, which is.
I don't. It kind of rings a bell, but I can't say that I remember the any specifics about that. I remember a Spartan guy who ran forward to get himself murdered, but only because he had already shamed himself and he was trying to regain his honor.
Yeah, it's rough out there for a Spartan that's lost their honor.
He loses just 3 against the Lion Tribe. Very nice. Nabar with the quickness bless. So we're hoping, right? We want to see this quickness bless. He needs to have pretty good expansion, right? Because he's probably done a lot of damage to his scales to have quickness online early.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I'm sure this will probably win, but this is going pretty slowly for a big incarnate like this.
Right. We have not, he's essentially currently, right? It doesn't mean it can't pick up, but currently on the same pace with everybody else, or behind people who took an Awake Expander.
Yeah, I mean, even behind like Pythium and Shinyama and people.
And he's in fact in some danger.
This is when maybe the sparse line would have been good, It's running risks.
Uh-oh.
I think he'll be okay.
Uh-oh. This guy's
commander also has quickness.
He does, but there's like 10 guys.
Yeah, I thought they might have routed from the the other crew.
They did route.
Yeah, because I think some of them were caught on the troops further up. So
yeah, that was close though.
Well, if you think about it, that was actually just super efficient though. They didn't have to fight the rest of the troops.
That's true. It ended up being super efficient.
That's what success looks like, really. That's what we should all be aiming for.
Yes, he's definitely just right on the margin, right? That's where you find the choicest bits. Marinon.
Yeah. That's one of those where you You're really glad the calculations worked out in your favor that time instead of getting unlucky.
Yeah, so he attacked with an assassin, but it looks like he did not successfully assassinate the whole enemy. So I assume we're going to see this guy retreat in a turn or two, or a round or two. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's curious. So he, oh no, here's the other one. Okay. I was like, he didn't only go for an assassin expansion. So here we've got crossbows with 2 of the heavy cav. They're gonna get right in there. They're kind of getting shot at with the crossbows.
It's a big hit there from the cav.
Yeah, this one, the one definitely took a chunk. But neither one looks like they picked up any kind of a limp or cripple or anything, and they do go ahead and take it down.
Nice.
Okay,
I went.
lose some pikeneers, but that's fine. Paren.
Yeah, so I think sometimes there can be 3 commanders, sometimes there can be 4.
Yeah, you don't know how many they're going to be.
And he might have maybe had a failed assassination that he was, expecting to get.
Also possible. I don't know. I mean, I know that now with the whole tavern, etc. I think assassin expansion is a little bit less reliable. Just because now your assassin might just go and kill some commoners.
Yeah, I would expect it's not as good as it used to be.
Okay, we've got Paren with their crossbows. They've got 3 cav now.
Likely still a pretty good nation to do it on, though, because you do get the Citadel, even though you're in the Middle Age.
Sure, yeah. No, I mean, I think it definitely has its place. I think it may just be a little bit worse than it was. And he's gone for early Evo, and he's brought the Sorgina. Now, that's really interesting to me because sort of the other option, right? If you're committed to bringing a mage to fight, right? To me, one of the number 1 things you can do very early on in research is bring imps. And,
oh yeah.
And Paren has the capital blood slave access. So I'm a little surprised to see him go for the evocation to help out and not the imps. Although again, this wasn't like a super hard province, so it may be that she's shown up and is going to do imps later. Although she doesn't have any blood slaves, so I guess not. And she could fly to the province, so also I guess not. But I think it's kind of interesting. Wonder what made him sort of choose that.
It's possible that he's got like somebody doing blood sack instead.
Could be.
So he wants to use them for that, but I think I think I'd want to have that option just for fighting against cav provinces.
Yeah. And finally, Basia going for a farm with cav. No cav, just stuff. He's also brought a mage with gems. What is this guy up to? He's
not
on
very much
attack.
by the looks.
He's getting in there. He's gonna spend a gem to do a lightning bolt?
Surely not. Surely
he did. He did.
I've never seen that before.
Oh wow. Wow. I would say that I have not seen that very often.
Getting some kills with it though, at least.
I mean, he's getting some stuff with it, but this province also didn't look particularly hard.
No, I don't even think he needed the Storm Captain for either of these.
Yeah, like if you were gonna bring this guy maybe to fight a bunch of heavy cav, I could see that.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, but like.
But heavy infantry? I don't know. It seems like 3 air gems that we maybe could have needed down the line. But yeah. On the other hand, right, it's good to have provinces, and so although he costs the same amount of recruitment points as this guy. So it's kind of like we could have made, 2 less units and had a second storm captain to do lightning bolts without spending the gems. But maybe he's got a plan that I just don't quite see yet.
Yeah, and I mean, I definitely think it cut down on some attrition there.
Yeah, it probably saved the lives of a couple guys.
Yeah.
But
what else are you really going to use the air gems for at this stage anyway? So I mean,
at this turn, not a lot, but Phaeacia has access to Air 4s, so
yeah. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I'm just trying to like rationalize it. I'm trying to get in the player's head,
Yeah. I don't know about that one, but right click. Okay, so let's see. Paren is clearing out his cap circle, get more of those knights so they can start to rampage around. Satis has almost finished his cap circle. Interesting that both of his group. Oh, we have an assassin, which I forgot we can see as long as we remember to look.
Look, they're both facing away from me.
They are. He's just animating skeletons the wrong direction. What a champion.
He's my hero.
Do another one. The independent armies are routed. Okay. You got the first one. Yeah, we have to remember to try and look for these, because it's not gonna tell us that they're happening.
Yeah, we should have a look at the Marinon province after this.
Yes.
Oh. Tree versus skeletons.
I think the trees are better, right?
I think they are. Oh, I think he got lucky there, though. Do they cost less?
He cast heal.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, heal the trees. I don't think it's the winning strategy, but I think it's looking a bit rough now, anyway.
If he casts a heal, oh no, okay. Oh, he's still going for heal.
It's the most nail-biting fight we've seen so far.
Oh no! There we go. All right, good for Satis.
Yeah.
So it's funny. So I think when I think of assassin expansion, right? That's something you absolutely want to be doing close to home, because you don't want someone else.
I think you want to do it in your 3x3.
Yes, absolutely.
Which maybe means you want to do it less if you've got this, a white guy. I still think it's worth doing on this province, and you want some anyway. So
yeah, I think really, to me, what it means is that I would be looking to have some of these other groups do more outward expansion, and then try and leave more of the internal stuff for the assassin expansion. But like pop types matter, so it's not like a hard and fast thing. That would just be sort of my read on an expander, but I also get coalition for over expanding, so maybe there are better options out there. I also think a big deal, right, is capturing these cave provinces. Oops. Right, like if you control these cave entrances, there's a lot of extra provinces that you can go and take. Maybe not at your leisure, but with you you get a lot more access to them.
Yeah, and I think that should really be, apart from the setting up the better borders, I think that should really be one of the more long run effects of the Awake Expander. If you can lock down those, and you can get like a bunch more provinces.
Right. As compared to like playing Dominions 5 on a map nuke map, an Awake Expander who secures those caves isn't just up 3 or 4 provinces, right? You could be up 5, 6, 7 provinces. And that's a pretty material difference. So, okay. That's nice. Now, see, Nabar is going out there. He's setting the border.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, it's a border you want to be setting, because you don't want to have to tangle over that anytime soon.
I mean, you definitely don't want to have to fight them for it. But I would be really... if I was Nabar, I think I'd be talking to Machaka and be like, yeah, buddy, you take this one, right? Like, let's call it an even border and get out. Because you don't want to set yourself up as Machaka going, yeah, I've got good borders everywhere except with you. And then coming and looking your way. Because quickness into Fire Shield just means that you can burn yourself twice as fast. Although the Janguard, I assume, have fire resistance.
Yeah, the Janguard aren't really going to...
Yeah, they got only 5, but... But yeah, they're not super. How long is their weapon? Sorry. Length 1? I mean, they'll still take some chip, I think, right? A percentage of the time.
Well, I think, they do decent damage, and the quickness might be one of the bigger threats against the idol. I'm still not convinced it would kill it, but I think it would be. You would be thinking. I wouldn't be my first choice to go and fight with that thing. I don't think.
Yeah.
And neither would Shinyama, because they can get the 28 damage guys. I mean, that would. Still be a little spooky.
I think if I was Machaka, I'd be looking at Pythium and I'd be looking at Phaeacia.
Yeah.
But okay, let's keep moving along the chain. Okay, we saw them already. Shinyama is both finished, working on his. Wait, did we lose? Oh, this is the ping. Getting some more of his cap circle and also starting to get out there. Now this party has taken some more attrition. Maybe Deer Tribe are pretty lousy. It can probably get this. Probably not taking this. Bloodhenge is bad. Could probably get this.
Yeah, I think you could definitely take the horse tribe. I think you could probably take either of those. Also, getting that Highlands is nice to get some extra troops out.
Yeah, there's risks a bump if you go here, but he may not know that. Machaka is mostly still getting his cap circle so he can get as many spiders as he wants. But if I were him, I'd definitely be looking to try and pick up this farmland and some of this stuff with my god, and then send out a new party and just marching and taking all this stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think this Awake Expander has been used in the most optimal way, just based off the amount of provinces he's got. The provinces that he has got with this. I don't think they're they're stuff he would get anyway.
Yeah.
One of them wasn't even his cap circle, so it's not giving the extra resources. I'm not sure he's got optimum value from this so far.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Phaeacia is having a slower start. I think this is pretty normal for Phaeacia. It doesn't have any kind of expander. I think we should hopefully see a new party next turn. We see Orichalcum Guard, which I think is really interesting because I don't think they had a huge bless that helps with expansion. Oops. Yeah, just larger.
Yeah, we've seen the Shinyama bless now apparently as well, so we could.
Oh, did we? You're right. Unaging. Yep.
Yep.
And some chakras as. Yep, that's pretty much what we thought. Yeah, Phaeacia can have a kind of a slower start, and the problem with Orichalcum Guard early, especially if you're not on the island, right, is that they just take a lot of resources. Like, a lot of resources. And, these provinces are not giving him a ton of resources. So I'm a little surprised, and I'm excited to see what he does with it. When I try and play Phaeacia, I'm usually doing a lot of the light colossi for expansion.
Yeah, I think that's just from me looking over the nation. I think that does look like the way to go, at least to start. But
yeah, and at least until you have some more stuff. But once you have the resources, you go to the heavy ones because they cost the same amount of gold. And if you have the resources, you have the resources. But Ind is going and trying to get that border setting, the border set up. He has already made a temple.
The first of many, I'm sure.
The first, yeah, exactly. The first of many.
Yeah, he has got the turmoil scales as well. You can see that now.
Yes. Yep. You're right. Yeah, he's definitely.
Yep. So him, and Nabar both going for trying to set an early border, whereas it looks like pretty much everyone else is just trying to get their cap circle.
Yep. That's right. Marinon, he's out here for setting the border. And he's one of the ones that's more interesting in terms of that because he really needs the resources. Oh my goodness. So
presumably one of these fails.
Yeah. Okay, success. This guy's taking a nap, so. Oh. He's like, don't wake me.
He's not a morning person, clearly.
And then he goes right back to, it's the same guy. He just goes right back to sleep.
Do it again. Go on.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's been poisoned. Does not get the immediate whop. Okay, he did die in the second try.
He got his revenge for his fallen comrade.
He did. Now again, this I kind of like, or this is how I would think to use the assassins, right? In your cap circle, not a province you're like desperate to take early, but one that's perfectly safe, and you'll take it when you kind of get it.
And he would have, if all of those had succeeded, he would have captured it this turn.
That's right. Yep.
He maybe could have gone. Well, actually, no. I was thinking he could have gone for the forest, but there's a mage there usually, so a little bit more risky.
Yeah, you'd have to hope he was asleep.
Yeah, so I think this was probably the best one to go for because the tribe he's got to his south, or just you can just walk into that with pretty much anything.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Yeah, that we didn't get. I guess he just hasn't got. Oh, we see flagellants. This is going to be huge for him.
Righteous Wrath. It's.
I said there were going to be some. We see Knights of the Chalice too.
Oh yeah, you still. Yeah, I mean they're the priority.
Yeah, this is going to be a big province. A lot of resources.
I think Marinion's expansion is going to ramp up pretty quickly here. I
agree. Pythium has done a good job of getting a lot of cap circle stuff. So he's gonna. The problem for him, right? He has two of the neighbors who are setting borders. Who are setting his border.
Yeah, that's Well, like, and he's also got Nabar to his north, who might try and strike out.
Yeah, might head like this way.
Yeah, and then they've got the Colossi to the south. It's looking a bit rough here. Just
yeah, he could get hemmed in pretty fast. Yeah, and Pythium is one of those ones that I think the Retarii are pretty good, but I think he usually wants a little bit of time. Right, you really don't want to get rushed. You'd like to be able to kind of breathe, get some forts up, get some research, and then go take a fight.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and slightly worried that he did take a little bit too much losses in his.
Yeah, a lot of attrition.
But he can remake like stuff pretty quickly now. He's got all that. So.
And he's gone for another big batch of Retarii and Velitae. So.
Yeah, that is. Honestly, slightly worrying that he's still. I think he can get away with another turn of it because those barbs. I think
he's going.
You get the nets or even the goes the flails. I mean, I don't know which one's which, but.
You probably go for the nets because the flail guys go against shields, which the barbs don't have.
Yeah, you can. I think the best is you can mix them in with your recruitment. You take one go with the nets, two goes with the flails. Is usually.
Yeah.
What I would do. Most of the time, but I think the nets. I mean, they're all good. It's all good against barbs.
I think this party might have a problem. It might get killed by these knights.
I don't know. I think 50. I think it might be the other way around. Actually, I think 50 guys because the knights run out in front.
I think it depends how well the pikeneers do. They did lose 8. Like if they're good at distracting.
I think those pikeneers will get wrecked by the light shields.
I agree. I think they will. They definitely will lose. I think the question is just how quickly do they lose. And if you go for this, right, and you bump, somebody has to fight this first.
Yeah, whoever hits that first, I think probably loses.
Yeah.
But it's possible Pythium could win.
Yeah, he could bring this force too, but there's not much left here because it was almost all Retarii. I think this force is headed home.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that's turn 4. Any mercs? The Black Riders did go to Satis. That's huge. They're gonna be able to put those to huge effect, I think. Although again, because they took, I don't know where they got them. Looks like they, heavy cannons at home.
Yeah, they're in the cap. Yeah, which it means because they've got the assassins anyway.
Right.
Missing out on like a.
It's kind of a waste. If you'd gotten them here, you could have looked to get more, or if you'd taken fewer of your cap provinces, they could get a little more. But
yeah, because I don't think because you have the swamp, I don't think you can 1 turn 2 tile move into like the farmland or something.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not an expert on Dominion's movement, though. But yeah, I think he would have been better off if he'd recruited them somewhere other than the capital. But still, they're gonna be huge. They're gonna probably. I think if I were him, right, like take this, maybe, or at least try to, or maybe go here. But
yeah, it depends whether he wants to move the assassins on a turn early, or
Yeah.
if he just wants to take that province with the assassins and send the knights somewhere else.
I feel like if you were gonna do that, you just have to recruit them somewhere else. But
Yeah, well, I think he should have just recruited them somewhere else either way.
I mean,
but like,
yeah,
I think you know.
now
That he has them there anyway, I think that's what I would do.
That's
anyway.
true. It's all spilt milk under the bridge.
Either way, it's pretty great for him that he's
it's
got them.
it's awfully nice for him to get access. We look at the graphs real quick. Machaka in a pretty big lead. Satis and Pythium tied, right? So, Pythium has essentially bought himself an expander so far with his Retarii. The question is just, is it going to fall off from here? And Shinyama...
And I think him getting, his neighbours already getting some provinces on his border
is going to make it harder, yeah.
Going to make that difficult.
Shinyama has pulled himself away from the rest of the pack here, right? He's gotten an extra province, despite not having an expander or anything.
Yeah, and his expansion parties also look like they could probably keep going as well.
Yeah. So that's good. We're at the bottom, but what are you gonna do?
It'd be pretty weird if we weren't, to be honest. Something's gone really wrong if we.
Now, I mean, the income is quite steep. Pythium,
yeah, you can see that Phaeacia event though.
Oh yeah, I mean the Phaeacia event is pretty brutal. But Marinon scales versus Pythium scales. Nabar and Pythium look like they've gotten some big gem events. Shinyama got a blood event. And
Nabar doing some early research.
Nabar doing some early research. They have an awake god that isn't out expanding, so what else is he doing?
Do we know what that is yet?
Is it just like we saw it. Or I clicked on it. I don't think we talked about it. It is a statue of beginnings.
Okay.
Which I think is the water astral immobile, so that just makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not going anywhere really.
No, he's pondering research. But yeah. Alright. I think that's pretty much it for this turn. Any final thoughts?
I'm looking forward to seeing how or if some of the heavy blessed nations like Nabar and Marinon can really start to get that to tell in their number of provinces.
Yep.
So far, we've not quite seen that, but I think they've probably got another expansion party lined up for next turn.
Yes. Yeah, and they hopefully are going to be doing it with very little attrition.
Yes.
But, okay. All right, well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Enjoying it.
Yes. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Have a great day.
See ya.